All rise. Support court with Judge Van der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1072, Wilson case.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I have a son named Tanner Wilson, and he has a daughter with Nikki. And Tanner's in the military. Nikki is off at school, but she's not helping do anything. I've been raising their child for the past 6 months, so I'm not getting any help or assistance or anything from her. Okay. So I need some type of child support from her.
And where is Tanner?
Tanner's in the military.
Oh, he's
in the military.
So when you say he's in the military, he's away in the military?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Nikki, does she visit with the child? Does she bring you any groceries?
She doesn't do anything. I mean, she went off to school. She's in New York, so she'll come home sometimes and get her on, breaks or something. But half the time when she's home on breaks, I don't even know she's home.
Oh, wow.
So she doesn't really do much of anything for Sterling.
So she will come into town and not see her child?
Yes.
How old is Sterling?
She's 2.
Okay. 2 years old. Does she go to daycare or anything?
Yeah, she goes to daycare, and I pay for all of that.
How much is daycare?
Oh, gosh, $200 a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Miss Nikki?
I just, see her on all these TikTok videos and on Facebook where she's partying and clubbing. I mean, I get it. You're in college and you want to have fun, but don't forget that you have a responsibility.
Okay.
You still have a child at home that needs you. A mother needs some help, And
I agree with that.
Yeah, she's just not being a good mom right now.
Okay. All right. Miss Nikki, why are you not being a good mom?
It's not that I'm not being a good mom. It's just that I'm in school full time.
Okay.
And
so being in school full time means you can't be a mom?
Well, I'm away at school. So on my breaks, I go home.
Away at school means you cannot be a good mom?
I am a good mom. I am going to school full time. The point is when I got pregnant, I didn't want to have a child. I was in school. I didn't want that for myself.
Okay, but the baby is here now.
She is.
She's 2. So besides going to school, what else do you have that defines you as a good mom?
I mean, I do what I can.
As in what?
As in,
she just said
she's here
that,
now.
Excuse me. She just said that you are not providing any financial information and you barely come to visit the child when you're in town.
Like I said, when I got pregnant, I did not want a baby. She was like, I wanted a granddaughter. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, I get it. So because you didn't want Sterling and she did, she is
We had a
her
whole agreement
responsibility.
before this. She was like, I'll take care of her. I wanted another child.
Right, she will take care of her. I don't
Yes.
believe she thought that she was going to be raising another child on her own. Am I right about that?
Yes.
She
We
is
had
a
this
grandmother.
conversation. I'm in school full time. I told her I
How
can't.
long do you have left in school?
I have a year left.
Court's in session, and Judge V isn't holding back. This time, it's a grandmother taking on full-time parenting, without a helping hand in sight. Ms. Wilson, the paternal grandmother, has been the sole caregiver for little Sterling, her 2-year-old granddaughter, for the past 6 months. Her son Tanner is deployed with the military, leaving her to handle everything alone. But where's Sterling's mother? That's the big question. Nikki, the child's mother, is off in New York pursuing her college degree. But according to Ms. Wilson, she's doing more than just studying. She's completely absent. No visits, no financial support, no calls to check in, not even when she's back in town. Judge V raises an eyebrow. So she comes home and doesn't even see her child? Ms. Wilson nods. The tension in the courtroom tightens. This isn't just being a distracted parent. This is a complete disappearing act. When Nikki finally speaks, she's already in defense mode. She insists she's still a good mom, but admits she never really wanted to be one in the first place. College, she argues, makes it impossible to juggle parenting. But Judge V isn't buying it. Being in school doesn't erase your responsibility, she says, unimpressed. Nikki attempts to shift the blame. She claims there was a deal. Ms. Wilson supposedly agreed to care for Sterling while she finished her degree, but Judge V doesn't need a law degree to see the flaw in that argument. Even if there was an arrangement, it doesn't justify vanishing completely. Parenting isn't something you clock in and out of, especially when there's time for parties, social media, and nights out, but not for your own child.
So Sterling is going to be with her another year, and then another year, and another year. She's just going to raise the baby.
No, I will have a job by then. I'll be working.
Okay.
She's 2. She won't remember any of this.
I'm just going to play like you did not say that.
She won't. I mean, I when I go home, I see her, we FaceTime, all of that.
You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't understand either, because you said, as I was saying, and you still haven't said anything.
I said what I had to say. I'm in school full time. What do I do?
Take care of your child. You can.
I do the best that I can.
Okay. So is it true what she said about you being on social media, going to clubs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I am a influencer. So I try to get
wait
brand
a minute,
deals.
hold on. You said you're in school full time, you don't work?
Correct.
But influencers get paid.
I haven't gotten paid
Come on,
in a
make
while.
it make sense.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
But you get paid.
Yes.
And you can send money for Sterling, right?
Yes, and I do.
And you don't.
I do.
That's not what she just said. Okay. So is she being untruthful?
I do what I can. I am in school full time. I don't know what else. This is so crazy to me, like why we're right here right now, because
we're here right now because grandmother needs some financial assistance for her child.
This life. Grandmother chose the life.
You know what?
I didn't choose this life. However, I love my daughter to pieces. I don't regret anything. However, I would have liked to wait.
So grandmother chose this life.
Yes, grandmother wanted to take care of her. It's okay, I'll take care of her while you're in school. And all of a sudden something changed, which is why we're sitting here now.
Can you believe this?
I really can't. I mean, I expected you to help at least. Of course, I'm not going to.
I have a year left. I do what I can.
So Sterling
so
is
it's a year left of her taking care of your daughter, you and Tanner's daughter.
This is what you wanted.
But I thought you were going to help.
You were going to take care of her.
I thought you were going to still be a good mom
Miss
to
Nikki,
Sterling.
You are so unbelievable right now. You are the mom. She is the grandmother.
Exactly.
What part of that don't you understand?
I understand all of it. We had a whole agreement that she would raise the child until I was out of school. So when I come home, I do see my child. I do.
Barely.
You know what?
But I don't know what changed. I don't know if she got a little boyfriend or something.
What difference would it make if she had a boyfriend? That is none of your
chose
business.
This life.
Excuse me.
I could have waited.
You chose this life. You had the child with Tanner. Miss Wilson, Miss or Mrs., I'm sorry.
Miss.
Miss Wilson did not have the child. You did. The child is your responsibility, not grandmother's. Whether she wanted a grandchild or not. I know a lot of grandparents that say, oh, when are you gonna have me a grandchild? I want a grandchild. They never anticipate that phrase to mean, I 100% am taking care of the child. You are unbelievable right now.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You really are.
No,
So
I'm
you know
really
what?
not.
What we're going to go ahead and do is get Miss Wilson the proper financial support that she needs to take care of your daughter.
The courtroom is tense as Nikki defends herself. She wanted the grandchild, not me, she claims, but Judge V isn't buying it. This isn't about wants, it's about responsibility. Nikki insists she and Ms. Wilson had a deal. She'd finish school while her mother helped. But as Judge 5 points out, helping isn't the same as raising a child alone. Nikki says she FaceTimes and visits, but it's rare. Then comes the big question. How do you come home and not even tell the person raising your child that you're in town? Ms. Wilson is heartbroken. She stepped up because someone had to. Meanwhile, Nikki keeps dodging. I'm doing what I can, she says, but when asked if she's providing financial help, her story gets shaky. She claims she sends money. Ms. Wilson says she doesn't. Then the twist. Nikki admits she's an influencer but isn't getting paid lately. Still, she makes $2,000 a month and has sent nothing for her daughter. Her excuse?
So you understand that, let me
Textbooks.
repeat it again, your daughter. So you don't walk out of this courtroom believing that someone else has the obligation of taking care of your child. She does not have to step in and do anything.
She does not, but
She's
she chose
doing
to.
it. She's
so don't
doing
complain
it.
about it now. Don't complain about it now.
Well, you know
chose
what?
to do this.
I don't need you to
didn't-
complain about these numbers when I read them off to you, okay? So, Ms. Wilson, Tanner, you say he's in the military. Do you know how much money he makes?
I don't know how much he makes.
Okay. Health insurance. I know typically they have decent health insurance in the military. Do you have any idea of how much that costs?
About 108. Tanner takes care of that part.
Okay. Tanner takes care of that. So let me just make sure I make a note of that. All right. And mom doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Okay. And you said that 6
I do a lot.
months the child has been with you?
Yes.
Okay. Daycare is $800 a month. Okay, so what I'm going to do, when you're influencing, let me ask you a question. How much money are you getting off of that consistently?
Consistently, I would say maybe $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month? And you haven't sent her anything?
I mean, I had books to pay for.
Right, so your books cost $2,000.
Yes.
Are you getting financial aid from school?
I have maxed out all my financial aid. I maxed out all my loans. I don't know what else to do. I'm doing what I can. Like I said, I'm
Have
doing
you
what I
ever
can.
considered moving from New York? I know it's expensive
No,
to
I
live
have
there.
a huge internship. Why would I? No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so your internship is more important than raising your daughter.
No, it is not. But I am doing this for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So
That's what you believe. That's fine.
that is what I know. I am doing this for my daughter.
Well, what I know is you're getting ready to pay child support. So this is what we're going to do. Since you don't have any financial information on Tanner, we're going to set his child support at minimum wage. We're also going to set your child support at minimum wage, okay? I'm going to order that Tanner maintains the health insurance, and then I'm also going to have you reimburse half of that health insurance back to him. So, excuse me, no, not reimburse half of it. You're going to reimburse the back pay, because I'm going to order you to pay back pay as well. She said 6 months. So Tanner is going to maintain the health insurance at 108, okay? There will be no reimbursement on that part of it, because what I'm going to do is have you pay monthly child support at minimum wage, which is $219, as well as back pay to grandmother. So
Fights back, claiming her big internship and future career will benefit her daughter. But Judge V doesn't let that slide. So your internship is more important than raising your child? Nikki insists she's doing it for Sterling, but no one's convinced. Ms. Wilson stays composed, but emotional. She's been handling everything alone. Nikki clings to their so-called agreement, but Judge V is done. You are the mother. She is the grandmother. What part of that don't you understand? The message is clear. Wanting the baby is irrelevant. Raising her is what matters. Tanner, the deployed father, covers Sterling's $108 health insurance. Ms. Wilson? She pays $800 a month for daycare, alone. Meanwhile, Nikki, with her influencer earnings and career plans, hasn't contributed a dime. Judge V does the math, calculating support based on minimum wage for both parents, since no real income records were provided.
$219 multiplied by the past 6 months. Tanner's portion is $657. Your portion is $657. That's to be paid at $50 per month. So each parent's child support obligation to grandmother is $269 per month.
Are you happy now?
No, are you happy now? I know I'm happy because you're finally supporting your child financially, and grandmother gets some assistance with paying this daycare.
Grandmother wanted a baby. She's
Yep.
grandmother.
And you know what?
This is your part.
And
So
grandmother
whenever
is here. Excuse me. Grandmother's here because she also wanted some financial help. Is there anything further, ma'am?
No, we're done here.
Oh, obviously. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The verdict is in. Nikki is ordered to pay $219 a month in child support plus 6 months of back pay totaling $657. Tanner gets the same, splitting the responsibility evenly. Moving forward, both parents must each pay $269 per month to Ms. Wilson. Nikki's face falls. She wasn't expecting real consequences. She fires off a final jab. Are you happy now? Ms. Wilson stays dignified. I'm happy my granddaughter is finally getting the support she deserves. Judge V drives the point home. This isn't about bruised egos. It's about a child's well-being. Wrapping up, Judge V delivers a powerful message. Grandparents raising children deserve financial support when parents check out. She based the ruling on minimum wage because Nikki's influencer income was unreliable and vague. And she makes it clear, both parents must provide support no matter their circumstances. Her final word? If a non-parent steps up, the court will hold parents accountable. This isn't punishment, it's fairness. And today, fairness meant a grandmother finally getting the help she needed.